Welcome to Lexington Federal Credit Union on Joesph Avenue. My name is Daisy Rivera Algarin. I'm a senior marketing specialist for the city of Rochester, and I'm very proud and honored to be here today to help celebrate the opening of Lexington Credit Union. First order, I'd like to introduce the CEO of Lexington Federal Credit Union, Mr. Chuck Casaselli.
Thank you. On behalf of Lexington Credit Union, I just want to thank everyone here for coming and making our grand opening special. This was about a 12-month process for us since we first found out that this building was open, and with discussions with the city and First Niagara, trying to work it out, see if we could, and thanks to them for all their help, really making this possible. You know, I'm a believer that for a neighborhood to be vibrant and active, they need a financial institution there to help the people of the neighborhood with all their finances and that type of thing. And I think Lexington is uniquely able to do that, being that we have such a small size. We can kind of tailor our products and services more towards the people in this area specifically that maybe a larger institution can't. So I just want to thank you all for coming, and thank, again, the city and First Niagara for helping us get this far, and I hope to thank you all in the future for your support.
Thank you, Chuck. Chuck said to me he's very shy, but if I put him in front of a lot of money, shyness goes away real quick. And now I'd like to introduce to you the mayor of our wonderful city, Mayor Richards.
Thank you, Daisy and Chuck. It is a nice day. This is an example of something when a lot of people work together, we can get something to happen right. The city worked on this, Lexington Federal Credit Union, First Niagara, who you're going to hear from, the neighborhood, with a lot of leadership from lovely Warren, was able to work on it and push on it. And so it's great to see that all coming together and something good happening as a result of it. Chuck's right. Part of what is necessary to have a complete neighborhood is a financial institution, someplace you have access to, someplace that is of a size and a circumstance that can relate well to what you do and what's necessary in your neighborhood. So it's great that this was able to be preserved. The city was happy to play a role in that, happy to support it. It's a role we should play. It's a role that we should take. And we're glad to be here having this open and having people be able to participate in it. And we want to continue to work with you. In order to be successful in this neighborhood, you're going to need to be continually working on it. We need to make sure that the neighbors use the place, that in fact it's now an institution that can continue to be successful. And the city needs to do what it can to make sure that this is an inviting place and a place that you can want to come to and do business in. And so I'm happy to be here. This is a great event for us. It's a great event for this neighborhood. And I'm happy also to introduce the next speaker here, which is the President of City Council, Lovely Warren, who played a large personal role in this particular event. Lovely.
Thank you, Mayor Richards. I am truly, truly excited. As the mayor indicated, this has been a long road, over a year. But I really want to thank First Niagara. When the Joesph Avenue Business Association and I contacted them, they sent in their team. And they sat down with the city, Dave Ballister, Daisy Algarin, and they said, you know, we want to be good neighbors. We want to be good partners. We're moving into this market, and tell us what we can do to help. And they didn't just walk away and say that this was a business decision and we're done. And they helped us by actually donating the building to Lexington Credit Union. And so I also want to thank Chuck for stepping in and stepping up and saying that we're going to come into this very challenged neighborhood. We're not going to leave this building vacant. We're going to make an investment here. And so I really appreciate him and appreciate the fact that he looked at this as an opportunity. I want to thank all the people that worked on this particular project. You know, it was difficult, but everybody stuck with it. They worked very, very hard, from Dave Ballister and Daisy and the people from First Niagara, the people from Lexington Credit Union. So I just really want to tell everyone, thank you so much for investing in Northeast Rochester. Thank you, First Niagara, for listening to the neighbors in the Joesph Avenue Business Association when they came to you and said we just can't have another vacant building in our city in this particular area, and making sure that you took their issue seriously, because when all of us work together, there's great things that we can accomplish, and that's exactly what we did here. Thank you.
Thank you, lovely. And I'd like to introduce to you Suzanne Nesapak Chapman, Rochester Market Executive for First Niagara Bank.
Hi, good morning. Well, to echo many of the remarks, this has been a great process, something that doesn't always happen very often. And people say to us, well, and even this morning the remark was made that, well, why would you invite your competition into the neighborhood? And, the story is just as Lovely explained it. The city gave us a call when they saw what we needed to do from a consolidation standpoint after the merger. And they said, hey, this presents a problem for us because of this. And everybody discussed it. And everybody made contributions to the solution, to finding the best win-win all the way around. And what's really important to us at First Niagara is that we support the city of Rochester. We all do business here. The more that it thrives and grows in every direction, the better off we all are. So we're delighted to make this donation. We're thrilled that Lexington was willing to come in here and be a partner. And we're very, very excited for what's yet to come. And we're also hopeful that pretty soon we're going to have another announcement in which ways that we can help some of our city-owned businesses move into our neighborhoods and get a little stronger and help anchor our neighborhoods. We've got a great opportunity for everything that's going on the comeback trail for Rochester, and we're very excited for it.
Thank you, Suzanne. And now I have the honor of introducing Commissioner Carlos Carbolata.
Thank you, Daisy. I'm going to tease one of my colleagues a little bit. Not all of what I'm going to tell you is true, but an embellished story is always better than the truth. My associate, Dave Ballestier, came to me and started talking about this project, about the possibility of reopening this facility to serve the people in this neighborhood. And I said, well, what do we have to do? What do you want? I said, who's involved? He said, well, Councilwoman Warren, Marisol Lopez, Daisy Algren, Susan Nasapak from First Niagara. I said, David, do what they tell you to do. So as a result, here we are. And you did a good job, David. I'm teasing him, but we were really pleased. David and I both have been in the banking business at one time in our lives, and we understand how critical a financial institution is to a neighborhood, where they can get a loan for a car, where they can save their money, where they can get some financial advice about how do I do this, how do I get a mortgage. All of those things are very critical to the viability of a neighborhood. So we were really pleased that this happened, that First Niagara stepped up. They certainly knew the issue and the value of having a financial institution here, as did Lexington. So we're very, very pleased with that. Because, the interesting thing is they're only going to be successful two reasons. One, their ability to have very high customer service, and for the community to know that, they need business. But they need business in order to maintain their business, to survive. It isn't totally necessary that they make a lot of money, but at least they have to be able to pay their expenses, pay the salaries of their people who are here. So any of you who at one time came from this area, those of you who are involved in some of the business associations, spread the word that we have been able to maintain a financial institution in this market, which is so critical to the long-term revitalization of this whole area. Tell your neighbors, tell them come in, tell them to support. The businesses the same way. Because if that doesn't happen, all of our celebration today means absolutely nothing. So with that, Charles, I'd like to present you a small token of today and our appreciation. It comes from the mayor, it comes from the council, it comes from all the citizens of our city to congratulate you in Lexington on the opening of this credit union on Joesph Avenue this June the 5th, 2013. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. The senator is in Albany today, so he sent me to congratulate you all for the jobs you've done over the past year to make this happen. He sent his blessings. He also said if any way he can help, please contact him. He understands he's not in the district representative anymore, but he understands that people all over the area of the city will be a part of this, so he feels that he plays a part also, even though he's not the direct representative. Now, as far as Joesph Avenue have a great history of the past. Because when I came here in the early 50s, Joesph Avenue was the avenue. I don't care what you wanted to find, you could find it on Joesph Avenue, even live chickens. That's a fact. When you wanted turkeys on Thanksgiving, you could find them on Joesph Avenue. Whatever you wanted, whether it was clothing stores or neighborhood stores or other things that you need, the Joesph Avenue was the place. But the sad part of it, it became a renewal. And I remember the whole atmosphere it was before that. But I still want to congratulate you all for what you've done and continue to keep up the good work. And may you have blessings and success in your effort. Thank you.
3, 2, 1, cut.
Everybody gets their piece.
That concludes our program. Thank you all for coming.
Oh, yes. Yep, yep. In the Cleary?
James
Yes. It's my vision that every community, the Joesph Avenue community especially, needs a community bank, and we really want to become the community credit union for them. We made investments to help the community grow, and we're going to continue with that through our Take One program, which helps savers as well as depositors, and for people to come together within the community to build those ties. Because we believe together we grow.